You've probably lost $1 and didn't even care. Maybe it slipped out of your pocket. Maybe you gave it away for a snack, a tip, a cheap app. It's just $1, right? But what if I told you that could be the reason you lose $1,000 every single month? Welcome to my channel. Every day we make small money decisions. We say things like, it's just $5. It's only a few bucks. It's not that serious. But here's the trap. It's not the $1. It's the habit behind the $1. That habit grows quietly, daily, till one day it's the reason you're always broke. Even though you work hard, money doesn't disappear in big chunks. It leaks drop by drop, like a small hole in a bucket. You don't notice it first, but keep pouring and nothing stays inside. This video is not about blaming you. It's about opening your eyes to the small choices, the hidden habits, and the quiet mistakes that are secretly draining your money. And here's the truth. Everyone makes this $1 mistake. Even smart people, even hardworking people. But the ones who escape it, they learn to spot it early. They learn to fix it fast. And today I'm going to show you exactly how. So, what is this $1 mistake? It's not some huge thing. It's not some crazy scam or one-time bad decision. It's the small stuff. It's this. Not tracking where your money goes. Every single day. That's it. It sounds boring. It sounds simple. But that's why it's dangerous. See, when you don't track your spending, you start making tiny money decisions without even thinking. Oh, it's just a few bucks. What's another $7? You get into this pattern of letting small amounts slip by every day. $3 coffee, $7 delivery fee, $1.12 subscription you forgot about, $5 late fee, $4 random snack. And before you know it, boom. Just like that, you've spent $300 in 1 week on stuff you didn't even realize you were buying. But that's just the money part. Here's the scary part. When you don't track your money, your brain stops caring. It starts to believe money is just something that comes and goes. You lose control. When you lose control of your spending, you stay stuck. Now let's do a quick math check. Let's say you leak just $35 per day. That's $245 per week. Let's multiply by 4 weeks. That's $980. Month. Almost $1,000 gone every month from tiny untracked spending. That's rent money. That's emergency savings. It's a side hustle fund. That's freedom. Just lost because of the $1 mindset. It's just a little. It doesn't matter. But it does matter because it happens every single day. But this isn't about cutting out everything fun. It's about becoming aware. When you track where every dollar goes, you start seeing patterns. You start catching waste. You start making better choices without even trying. And the best part, you feel powerful. Because now, you know what's happening with your money. That's how real freedom starts. Now, here's the other part of the story. Banks and companies want you to keep making this $1 mistake because when you do and track your money, they profit. The more money leaks out, the more they make. So they encourage you to stay in the dark, to not track your money by making those small purchases seem like no big deal. They say, oh, it's just a few bucks. What's another $7? But it is a big deal. It's your money. It's your life. And if you want to change your financial situation, if you want to get ahead, you have to start tracking where your money goes. It's the only way to take control. The next part, I'll show you how to fix this mistake and get back on track. Plus, I'll give you 3 free tools to start tracking your money today. Stay tuned. Let me ask you something real. If you don't know where your money's going, do you really think companies don't know either? Of course they do. In fact, they know exactly what you'll do, and they've built billion-dollar systems around it. Here are 4 ways companies profit from you forgetting about money. No. 1, banks win when you forget. Ever paid a late fee on your credit card? Maybe $10? Maybe $35? Maybe more? What did the bank do? Did they send you an email or a text? Shout at you to let you know it's due? No, they just wait, and then they charge you for forgetting. And guess what? That $1 mistake, not tracking your payment, just became a $35 gift to the bank. Now, multiply that by millions of people. That's free money for them. For people who never meant to pay extra. No. 2, subscriptions you forgot. You sign up for a free trial, you forget. They charge you next month, and the next, and the next. It's just $9.99, right? But over a year, that's $120 for something you don't even use. And here's the thing. They don't remind you. They count on you to forget. No. 3. Your brain is being hacked. Every time you scroll social media, you see ads, not by accident, but by design. And what are those ads showing? Flash sales, limited offers, only 3 left. Today only, they're not selling products. They're selling urgency. And when you don't track your spending, you fall for it, again and again. You feel like it's your choice, but in truth, you were targeted. The poor fund the rich. Here's the cold truth. People who don't track their money, overspend, get into debt, pay fees, stay stuck. People who do track it, they save more, they invest smarter, they build wealth. Slowly but surely. So in the end, the poor pay for the rich to stay rich. That's the system. You lose $1 here, $3 there, $12 later, and they gain millions. All because no one taught you to just track your money. So now you know the game. And once you know the game, you can play it smarter. In the next section, I'll show you exactly how to fix this mistake, even if you've never budgeted before. It's simple. You don't need an app. You don't need Excel. You just need 7 minutes a day. Let's go fix it. Now, the first step to fixing this is actually quite simple. You need to just start seeing your money. Because if you don't know where it's going, the first step is knowing. So what do? You check your accounts. And no, checking your balance isn't enough. Checking your balance, that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's like looking at a photo of your vacation, checking your transaction that's being there. So go through your transactions every single week, every week. Look at where you spent money. Look at where you can cut back, and look at where you can improve. Because if you don't know where your money is going, you'll never be able to save it. The second step is creating a budget. Here's the good news. You don't need an app. You don't need Excel. You don't need anything. You just need a piece of paper and a pen. Hey, I want you to write down how much you earn after tax, not before, after tax. And I want you to write down all of your expenses. Everything that you have, put it down on paper. Then I want you to group them. Group them into needs, wants, and savings. Needs, things you absolutely have to have. Rent, groceries, utilities, transportation, insurance. Wants, these are things you want to have. Subscriptions, eating out, clothes, savings. This is how much you're going to save. And then I want you to set limits. How much are you allowed to spend in each category? So here's what you have. Everything you earn, and here's what you want. These are the wants. You cannot want more than you earn. If you want more than you earn, you have to cut back. Where can you cut back? Well, that's up to you. But cutting back is essential if you want to save more. See, saving more is a superpower. When you save more, you have more choices. You can negotiate better deals. You can buy things cash, get them cheaper. You can invest it and make it work for you. But most importantly, you're not at the mercy of the banks or the salesperson or the system. When you save more, you win. So look, if you've never done this before, I get it. It seems hard, but it's not. You just need to start small. Even if you can just save $1 this month, it's okay. Start with that. You'll be surprised how fast it adds up. You know that if you fix your money, everything will be better. If you save $1,000 a month, you can buy a house. If you double your income, you can retire early. If you invest wisely, you can leave a legacy. But here's the problem. Fixing your money feels like climbing Everest. You think you need fancy degrees, complicated formulas, or magical money skills? Well, none of that is true. It's not about how smart you are. It's about what you do consistently. And fixing your money doesn't have to be hard. You don't need to be a math genius. You don't need to stop spending completely. Okay, and you don't need to earn more to take control. All you need is a pen, paper, and 7 minutes. Yep, that's it. Let me show you how. Step 1. Make a money in and money out table at the end of each day. Open your notebook. Draw 2 columns. Left side, money in, right side, money out. That's it. No big words, no apps, no calculations. Just real, honest tracking. Write it down every single day. Step 2. Set a daily money check alarm. Pick a time, like 9 p.m. Set a daily reminder on your phone. Track your money to 7 minutes only. It becomes a habit, a part of your day. Yes. Just like brushing your teeth. You don't skip it. You don't delay it. Just do it. Step 3. Add a one-line note under your spending. Write one sentence. What did I spend today that I could have skipped? That's your awareness moment. No guilt, no shame, just learning. Maybe you say I didn't need the chips, or could have waited to buy that. Or even I'm proud spent only on needs today. That single sentence makes you 10x smarter the next day. Now here's why these 3 steps work and how they change your money story. First, your brain loves visuals. So writing it down helps it sink in. Second, setting an alarm turns it into a habit. Habits beat motivation any day. They're the small actions that make big changes. Third, that one-line note makes you question your spending. You don't just track numbers, you connect emotions to them. This is powerful. And here's what happens when you stay consistent. In 7 days, you'll stop buying things to make yourself feel better. Instead, you'll start saving without even trying. Suddenly, you'll find yourself asking, do I really need this? You'll feel in control of your finances, maybe for the first time in your life. And that feeling, my friend, is priceless. Rich people build their empires on small, consistent actions, not luck or magic. Now let me show you what staying consistent does to your money mindset. Years ago, I was in your shoes. I was broke, deeply in debt, and felt like money was a game I couldn't win. Then I discovered the magic of being consistent with my finances. Every day I would track my spending, find areas to cut back and make small changes to improve my financial situation. At first it was hard, but over time it became a habit, and the results were incredible. My debt started to disappear, my savings account grew, and I gained a sense of control over my money. This simple routine gave me the confidence to take bigger financial risks, which ultimately led to the success you see today. But it all started with just 7 minutes a day. So here's what those 7 minutes can do for you if you stay consistent. Mindset shift. You'll go from feeling like a victim of your circumstances to being in control of your financial future. Increased confidence. You'll gain the confidence to make smart money decisions and take calculated risks. Financial freedom. You'll have the ability to buy your dream home, car, or whatever else you desire. Security and peace of mind. Knowing you have a safety net of savings will give you peace of mind and reduce stress. Ability to say yes to opportunities. Having control over your finances will allow you to seize unexpected opportunities that come your way. Leaving a legacy? You'll be able to leave a financial legacy for your family or for causes you care about. The bottom line is this. Those 7 minutes are an investment in your future self. It's like a small price you pay today for the life you want tomorrow. So don't underestimate the power of consistency. Start with just 7 minutes a day and watch what happens. In the next 30 days, you'll be amazed at the progress you make towards your financial goals. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about making progress. So don't wait. Start today and see where it takes you. Who knows? In a year's time, you might just look back at today as the day you turned your financial life around. You know that feeling when you realize you've got an extra $1,000 in your bank account? Not extra $1,000? No, that's not the feeling I'm talking about. I'm talking about the feeling you get when you realize you've stopped losing money. When you stop bleeding money every single month without even realizing it. When you finally plug that leak in your boat, stop watching the paint dry on your savings account. That is the feeling of power. Because when you stop losing money, you don't just fix your wallet, you fix your life. Because money problems are never just about money. It's about how much stress you feel inside. It's about the distance in your relationship with your partner, with your family, with your friends, with God. It's about the fact that you're sacrificing your sleep so you can make ends meet. It's about the lack of confidence when you walk into a room. When you stop losing money, all of that starts to shift. And here's what happens when you start tracking your expenses. When you stop making the $1 mistake. When you take back control of your money, because guess what? It's never too late. When you're done with this video, you'll be ready to go. No. 1. You stop feeling powerless. When you don't know where your money goes, you feel like life is happening to you. Like you're a passenger in the car of your existence. But when you track it, bam, you're the driver. It's not about being rich overnight or investing in cryptocurrencies or trading penny stocks. It's about not being afraid anymore. You know what's coming? You know what you have? You can plan. You can breathe. That's freedom. No. 2. Your habits start to change automatically. You don't need to force it. Once you start tracking, your choices get smarter on their own. You see your weak spots. You avoid the traps. You start saying no to things you used to say yes to. And guess what? It feels good, because now you're not just spending, you're building. You're planting seeds for your future self and watching them grow. No. 3. You start thinking bigger. As you gain control, your goals change. You don't just want to save money, you want to build something. Maybe it's a side hustle, a way to earn more, an emergency fund, paying off debt. Starting a business, a house, a car, a better future for your parents, for your kids, for your dog. You stop thinking week to week, paycheck to paycheck, and you start thinking years ahead. Because when you understand your cash flow, that's when true wealth begins. Number 4, people notice. Your vibe changes. You're calmer, more confident. You speak with clarity. People ask, bro, what changed? And you smile because you know. You did something most never do. You stopped ignoring your money. You owned it. And that knowledge, my friend, is power. No, 5, you realize you were never bad with money. You just never had a system. No one taught you. No one showed you. But now you know. And you'll never be the same again. Look, here's the truth, my friend. It's not the big wins that change your life. It's the small things done daily with purpose. You were losing $1 at a time. Now, you'll build $1 at a time. And one day you'll look back and say, that 7-minute habit, that's what changed everything. So take action. Start today. 7 minutes. That's all I ask. And if you want more, we got you covered. Now, go out there and conquer. Show the world what you're made of. Go out there and win. I made my first million in a few years. I didn't know where the money was going. I had zero control over my finances. And to be honest with you, I felt completely overwhelmed. So when I started to learn about money and personal finance, the more I learned, the more I realized that there are these 3 big lies that we've been told that are keeping us broke. The first lie is that if you earn more money, then you will be happy. Now, I believed this for most of my life. And so I worked super hard at my corporate job, got promoted, and took on more responsibility. But guess what? The more money I made, the more problems I had. And I still wasn't happy. In fact, I was more stressed than ever before. So, if making more money equals to more happiness, then why does 60% of people who win the lottery end up back in the same financial position within a few years? Making more money doesn't fix your problems. It just magnifies them. The second lie is that you need money to make money. When I was growing up, I always wanted to start a business. But I didn't have any money, so I never thought that it was possible for me to become wealthy. I needed money to make money. But then I started to learn about the different ways that I could make money. I realized that all I really needed was just one thing, and that is skills. I needed to learn new skills to create new income streams. But the truth is that most people would rather stay safe in their 9-to-5 jobs than take the risk of starting a business. And so they continue to work for money instead of working on making money work for them. The third lie is that once I get to a certain amount of money, then I will be free. Now, I used to think that I needed to earn at least $1 million to be financially free. But the truth is that becoming financially free has nothing to do with how much you earn and everything to do with how much you keep. The average millionaire only has around $1 million in net worth. That means that they probably earn less than you do, but they've just made smarter financial decisions. So if you want to become financially free, then stop believing these lies. Instead, focus on building your financial literacy so that you can make smarter financial decisions. Because the truth is that it doesn't matter how much you earn or how much you owe. What really matters is how much you learn. Now, I know it can be tough to find the time to learn when you're busy working hard to make ends meet. But the good news is that it doesn't have to be complicated or take a lot of time. If you're serious about changing your financial situation, then start by downloading your free 7-minute daily tracker from the description. It's the first step towards gaining real control of your finances and breaking the cycle of lies that are keeping you broke. So go ahead and click that link right now. Take the first step and start building the financial future that you deserve.